Hello everybody, my name is Richard Vigorelli and I am your guide for everything Chinese medicine, and I set it all up so us Westerners can figure it out. So today, if you can't read, don't bother to pay attention to things you're clicking on, I don't know why, we're talking about the heart according to Chinese medical theory. Now, the interesting part about Chinese medical theory is it's actually kind of like Western medical theory in a few ways. And that's either through normal scientific observation, just like we did with Western science, or it could just be, alright, fine, you can want it that way. Okay, so, now I did a video a while back about the spleen and why it's not the way you think it is, so forth, okay? But the heart in Chinese medicine is exactly what you think it is. It's a pump. And then something else. Okay? So, the heart in Chinese medicine is red because it's made out of fire. Fire is red. And that is why blood is red. Because once the spleen is done making the blood, it gives it to the heart and says, here, play. And the heart then infuses the blood with the fire that is life, and our blood is now red. Could also just be iron oxide. But I like the fire thing. It's cool. It's the fire of life, the spark of life itself. Okay? The heart, not only being a pump, it also literally moves the blood by, well, pumping. It doesn't govern the blood. That is a spleen thing. The heart is also responsible for the clarity of your mind. Like I said, it's something else. Okay? This gets into what Chinese medical theory calls Shen. That's S-H-E-N. I'm not sure on the tone on that. It's going to be one of four of them. Okay? Translated, that Shen means spirit. It means manifestation of it. How it looks. If you talk to a Chinese doctor and they say, you got good Shen, that's a compliment. Okay? It means you're not crazy. You're thinking straight. You're smart. They say, ooh, he got bad Shen. He's... Okay. The heart is the manifestation of all Shen. Now, there's 5 Shen in Chinese medical theory. Each major organ has one. The Shen for the spleen is thought and logic. The Shen for the kidneys is willpower. Shen for the liver is what they call the ethereal soul. It's basically talents, little idiosyncrasies that are with you that offer no explanation. Phobias, for instance. You can't wear watches because you reprogram them, stuff like that. That's all contained in the liver. Okay? Then the lung contains the mortal soul, which is the only thing that doesn't live on and greets in the afterlife. That is your last breath. It is also your ability to distinguish yourself from everybody else. Okay? Whereas the liver is your ability to say, I'm part of this group. And that's what it is. Okay? Now, the heart Shen, it's called the Shen, is the manifestation and linking of all 4 of these. So the willpower is not only, do I want to, can I do this? Am I good at this? It's, do I want to get out of bed? Do I want to eat? Do I want to say no? Do I want to say yes? Okay? It's the decisions that get made, okay? And the ability to follow through with them. The spleen is your ability to take in information, process it, and do something else. Okay, it is your ability to speak. The language that I'm speaking right now is English. I could switch to Italian or Hebrew or Spanish or Greek or Chinese or Japanese or whatever language that is. All of that information is contained in the spleen. Okay? But my personality when I speak it, am I swearing a lot? Am I really quiet, bashful? Am I very forceful and angry? All of that. That comes out in the heart because the heart controls the tongue. More importantly, the tip of the tongue. Like this, on the tip of my tongue, that word. I can't remember what it is. That's a disconnect between the spleen and the heart. Okay? So you can't process language. Now, you ever bit your tongue? We're not going to say anything like that. Well, you know, I wanted to tell them what I thought, but I decided to bite my tongue. Yeah, it's even in our idioms, dude. Okay? So, then you get the stuff from the liver, which is your emotions, your idiosyncrasies, all of that, mixed in with the other two stuff. And now we start getting a bit of a personality. Of course, that personality could have evidence elsewhere in history. That's why we bring in the mortal soul from the lung. And I am only going to be Richard right now. When Richard dies, Richard doesn't exist. If reincarnation is a thing, I'll be something else, maybe a butterfly, I don't know. Okay? All of that comes together and creates the personality that is the heart Shen. Okay? As all this stuff boils out, we start to get personality characteristics. Are you inquisitive? Are you funny? Are you nerdy? Are you a jerk? Do you like to beat people up? Are you bashful? Are you kind? Are you generous? Are you stingy? Okay? All of these qualities get manifested in the heart Shen. So what happens when the heart's not working right? Well, lots of stuff. If you have too much chi in the heart, you have what's called heart heat or heart fire, and that is, you're not going to bed anytime soon. If you're lucky, you'll be just lying there in bed staring up at the ceiling like, God, I wish I could sleep. I'm not wearing a watch. Okay? If you don't have enough chi, then you have heart chi sinking, otherwise known as congestive heart failure in many cases. If the heartbeat becomes irregular, that can relate kind of to the function of the heart, just like it does in Western medicine, but it may also look at the health of the other organs. That's why you get an acupuncture treatment, we take a pulse, I don't know if you can see it, like this. Okay, yeah, there it is. So I got my fingers here, there you go, that's better. Right on the radial pulse, middle finger is what finds it, then we sync those. Take that on both wrists, and that gives me an idea of kind of what's going on, especially if I'm getting conflicting information. But I don't use it, any good doctor or practitioner, me included, does not use the pulse technique as necessarily a diagnostic tool. It's more or less a confirmation of what I'm actually seeing with you. Okay? If you are running around acting crazy and saying you're going to blow up Batman, that's a heart Shen thing. And I'm going to get onto that with a case study that I'm going to do later on the Joker. I think you'll like it. Stay tuned. So, a lot of other things can relate in with the heart, but as far as Chinese medicine is concerned, pretty simple organ. Mostly what we deal with the heart is going to be personality stuff. Every now and again we get heart functionality stuff with it, but often that will also tie in with another one of the other organs, usually liver or spleen. Every now and again kidney. Just kind of depending on what's going on, we try to get those balanced. Okay? So if you're new to the channel, hit that big red subscribe button down below, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment. And if there is anything you would like me to take a look at, please feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to do it. Also, if you would like, visit my website at vigintmed.com. That stands for Vigorelli, integratedmedicine.com. I will be back with something else later. Later, guys.